We were very excited about going there for our first time, and we made a big impression. They couldn't believe that it was made in Mexico, and also the colors. As you can see, it's very, very colorful. It's distinctive looking. It has something unique about it, and it's because we represented Mexico in a positive way, in a way we Mexicans, see our country with a lot of love, and we wanted to share it with you as well.
We also, great, here we go. We also swung Rico around in a motion capture suit, just to get the flying right.
As you can see, the movie has a very specific and original look, and it's really exciting. I think you guys are going to love this film. I want to talk a little bit about the cast. I don't know if you guys, we've mentioned that, but we have, besides Rico as our lead, we also have Lisa Kudrow, Edward James Olmos, Cheech Marin, Paul Rodriguez, Iglesias, A.K.A. Castillo. So the cast it's a really nice cast. It's an American and Mexican cast because the movie will actually be released same day in theaters in the U.S. and Mexico in English and in Spanish. For Rico, we actually have someone interesting playing her voice in the Mexican side. We have Aleks, who's a very famous singer in Mexico, and who he did the soundtrack, the 2 songs for the soundtrack. Will be playing Rico's part on the Mexican side. But I just think that what Rico did with the part is so beyond what anyone expected. And thank you for coming here today, Rico, to be with us.
That's my pleasure. It's my first time to come, so what a way to really welcome me in here, right?
And Rico's actually, I can see Rico here on Comic-Con. He's doing interviews for Marvel, I think.
Yes, I am. A little plug in right now. It's for an app called Disney Movies Anywhere. You can download from iTunes or App Store. And that basically, if you go to the Discover place of the app, you can see the interviews of my show I'm doing hosting called Sorta Live. The reason why it's called Sorta Live is the stuff I did yesterday is airing today live, so it's Sorta Live. And I'm basically interviewing all these awesome people, all the fans here, and just having a great time.
So don't be shy to see Rico. Go ahead and talk to him.
I want to let you know a little story about Lisa Kudrow. You know who Lisa Kudrow is?
Yes.
Well, Lisa, Aleks Flores, one of our producers, knew her. And we said, well, we have an ideal cast. We have Rico, we have all the names, including Eric Estrada from Chips, remember that show? And so we were, there's a flamingo in there from the San Diego Zoo. And so we were wondering who would be perfect for that. And Lisa Kudrow was like a dream come true. The opportunity to work with her would be like a dream come true. So I talked to Aleks. I don't know, Aleks, if you want to continue with the story about Lisa.
Yeah, sure. It was really funny because I told Ricardo, okay, so we'll talk with her, and she's great. You know, she's intelligent. She's like, I mean, she's just a great person. You know, so just bring her something from Puebla, you know, like something nice, you know, a nice gift.
A little gift, right?
A little gift, you know, something really meaningful. Whatever. I said, yeah, I will. And then Jorge Puri was at the meeting also. And then I see like Lisa comes to lunch, to have lunch with us. And I see Ricardo coming in like carrying this huge
You know, what really happened is that I was with my mom in Puebla, and she is a huge Friends fan. So when she knew that his son was going to be Phoebe, she got overexcited, and she said, I'm going to get a bargain. So instead of having just a little thingy from Mexico, I got this vase, like, you know, human-sized vase of Talavera, which was very, very beautiful. And I went all the way across the border. And the border person saying, hey, what do you have in that huge vase?
His mom.
So that's when I brought this huge vase to the meeting.
Yeah, like, and I remember how this told the story, like, when she saw it, Lisa said, oh my God, that's big! It's beautiful, I have to look for something to put it. But since then, I mean, it's amazing to see Lisa did her part. I don't know, Ricardo, I mean, this is for you as a director to talk about her part in English and like that.
Yes, the most important thing about our meeting with Lisa is that once we got with this huge vase, she said something very, very beautiful because, you know, she's a very important person, you know, and busy, and we didn't have budget for having these huge stars in our movie, even all the talent behind the scenes. So we came to them and just being very, very honest about everything that we had, the budget and the project, but they saw in us that heart that wanted to do the movie, so that's why they're on board. And Lisa said, you know, usually people come to me with a huge check, with a paycheck or whatever, and it's the first time that somebody comes to me with his heart, with something that it was a lot of effort to bring, and so that's the thing that she needed to hear at that point to be part of our movie. So I think that's the real point of this whole movie. that you shouldn't be afraid on asking, on knocking on others' doors. And that's the invitation we are here to tell you. You have dreams, if you have something that you want to do important with your life, and I know every one of us has such a potential. Don't be afraid, ask, and keep dreaming, and dreams come true. I mean, I'm sitting here surrounded by all these beautiful and talented people, and I feel so lucky. And the only thing that I did, well, not beautiful like per se, they got good manners. And the only thing I did was keep on going. Don't go down if somebody said no, and don't be afraid of trying anything. I think that's the most important thing that I learned from this. And hopefully they're gonna like our movie with all this talent involved. Surely they will. And we're coming to the U.S. with a lot of talent, with a lot of things on our minds and our heads, something different, and trying to prove what Mexicans can do when we're given a chance.
Yes.
So they've just given us the 15-minute warning, and I want to open up the floor to questions from you guys. I just wanted to say, Fernando and Jerry, just to kind of briefly tell you what they did, because they haven't had a chance to speak, but Fernando is that guy in the production that holds it all together. I mean, this guy wore so many different hats, it's not even funny. And he's just an amazing person. He even at one point was because we had run out of money, was editing the film and had to like final cut. It was actually just giving it his all to the production. And Jerry's our other producer, and besides wearing the producer hat, Jerry comes from the music world. He's brought an amazing soundtrack to the picture, an amazing artist. And if there's a question about that, please direct it to Jerry, because we have, along with the cast, we have just an amazing group of musicians working on the picture. So thank you. We're going to open up the floor to you guys. So, I think you, would you, over to the mic, sorry.
Question.
Hey guys, thanks and congratulations. Can you guys expand a little bit on behind the scenes? Personally, I'm really proud of Tijuana. We've been hearing about this for 3 years. I know the guys from Boxer. So this is a project from us, we adopted it. But we want to hear, what's the budget? I mean, for anybody who dreams of doing something like this, which we a lot of here do. I mean, co-productions through different countries, we hear about that. We want to hear about a little bit of that. That LA, Tijuana, Mexico, maybe South America connection, maybe Canada. Give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, just like to say that we're talking to distributors and we've been told not to talk about our actual budget, but let's just say that our budget was probably the craft service budget on the Pixar movie.
But without saying any amount of money, it was an impossible task. And the lesson that Phil Roman taught me from my first movie was there were no impossibles. Right? So we came with all these people and talked to them. And I remember Edward telling me, because at first this movie was going to be a 2D movie, as you may know, it's less expensive, very less expensive than a 3D movie. But we met with this studio in Tijuana, Boxer, with Andres and Gabriel and all these wonderful people. I said, we don't have enough money, but we need to do the transfer, because Edward James Olmos told us that there was no chance that he would be involved in a 2D movie. So we say, how can we do a CGI movie? So we started working together and trying to figure it out. And all the CGI process was made in Tijuana. And not only that, but afterwards, Edward, we came to Edward and he said, it has to be stereoscopic, it has to be 3D. So we came again to our wonderful team within Tijuana and say, well, we have to do this. So the budget's going to be up $1 million. Say, no, it stays the same. Now we just have to figure out how to do it 3D. And we started working. We went with Jason Freeman, a wonderful friend from LA with a lot of experience with technology. And he went down to Boxer and worked with Raul and Mike and everybody involved and figuring out a way to do it 3D. And we did it. We did it with the same budget, and again, it was all about heart, about wanting this. And the people that are studying Tijuana, they say, I really want to do this. I don't care if I'm not being paid. I just want this to be an awesome movie, and that's why we did it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did.
In that sense, I think that the people in Tijuana will sell, they deserve a big applause because they really did it impossible. This is the work of someone who have never done any feature film in animation. So we start really from zero, and from zero to hero, basically. And what they have done is like something pretty amazing, considering that this kind of work with the quality they pull out is something that people, seasoned professionals, take years to accomplish. And somehow, one of the things I'm the most proud of this is that we kind of stuck together and we kind of like put the seed to something that can be very, very important and very big. Because the reason why Disney, DreamWorks, etc., they're so good is not just the money they put into the production, is that they all work all together and they know how to work with each other. And in this movie, what we learn how to work with each other, and we learn how to learn from one to the other. In animation, there's always this kind of like artist side where like, oh, I'm an artist. I just don't want to talk with other artists. But here we were like all learning from one another, and I think that's what it makes the film great, because these people really, went beyond the Call of Duty to make the film look wonderful the way it looks.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I just want to say that it's really great to hear from everybody's point of view and all the heart that everybody really cares, heart and passion that has gone into this film. This question is for Rico. I'm a huge fan of Modern Family. What challenges did you face going from live action comedy to being a voice actor, and is this something that you'd like to pursue moving on forward?
Well, that was a really good question, actually. You see, I did some voice animation before, and I personally love doing that because in my eyes, you can go in your pajamas and act, and not have to worry about being on cameras, no makeup, no hair done, you can just go however. But what the challenge to do animation is you have to basically act like how you would in a live action comedy. You have to have the same energy. You have to be all explosive, and instead of just standing straight up and just talking to the mic, it really shows that if you just do one take where you're just not really into it, and then the next take when you say, come on, step it up, and you have that energy and that passion into it, it definitely plays out on screen. We sometimes would play it back like that's the kind of route we want to go for this movie, and I love that I love the whole experience of it. I definitely want to do it again.
Is this your last question? We have two more. Okay, go sir.
Yeah, my name is Carlos, and even though I'm Puerto Rican, I have been involved in the lucha libre business in Los Angeles for the past 15 years, promoting Mexican lucha libre. And with the success of Nacho Libre and Mucha Lucha and all that kind of stuff, the question does come, since lucha is the second most watched sport in Mexico other than soccer, and it's growing in popularity in the United States, and I should know. Is there any thought of doing an animation film featuring lucha libre characters?
We have it.
Yeah, can I answer that one? Because see, I told you guys. Like Mike's laughing because I was like, all right, I'm direct. There's a character called Trueno who's a luchador. He's an armadillo, and I'm like, we're doing the offshoot movie. I'm directing that one because I'm a huge lucha fan. So see, Ricardo, there's a market, right, Mike? We were trying to push Ricardo.
If you're in LA, you're welcome to my shows.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Just really quick, we're also doing right now a movie about soccer, about dogs and soccer, which are the most important things in Mexico besides the cricket. And the director is Nathan Cifuentes, who is right there in the corner. He's directing the next movie called Selección Canina, the K-19.
This is our last question. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emma and I'm from Mexico and I want to try to speak English. My question is, when you came up with the idea about the movie and create these characters because they look so cute and nice with a big heart, so how do you start thinking about who actor or the person could be match the character with the voice? Because there have to be some similarities when they speak or with the voice or something that they can match up with.
Well, what we do in every movie is to make a list of the wish, the talent that we wish to work with. We don't really think about this character looking like this kind of actor. It's that we record the voices before doing the animation, and we have a camera at all times to the actor, and that information, that video goes to the animators. So they say, hey, it looks like Rico, it looks like Kate, but it's not like they look like birds, right? It's that they have some expressions. They have some expressions, and the animators get it, or even from their voices. And so that's why they have some similarities. But actually, our cast, we started the cast with Jerry, Aleks, and of course with Mike and everybody else. And we made a list of Mexican-American actors or people that we really wanted to work with. And that's how we come up with this tremendous cast. And we have 2 or 3 other options that are not in the final movie because several things, like Damian Bichir, he was nominated for the Oscar the very week that we were going to call him, so I don't know why he didn't get any of our calls. Yeah, it was a dream cast, and all these people were a dream to come to work with, and it's about being such talented people. Rico made a tremendous work. He's such a professional, and he was eager to work, and it was a really a dream come true to work with him, and with all the cast, it was fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Before we go, that's it, guys. Thank you for coming. But before you go, I have a greeting that Edward sent to all you guys. So we just want to play that, if you don't mind, and then we'll wrap it up. Can we kill the lights?
Hello, Comic-Con. The Admiral here. As you can see, I've been having a hard time. It's been tough. But that's what happens when you get stranded on Earth 200,000 years ago. Only kidding. I've never been in outer space. Listen, I want to thank you very much for coming down here. I wish I was on the panel today. I was supposed to be, but I'm working. I'm in Vancouver right now. And I just wanted to say to everybody, hey, have a great time at this Comic-Con, and there's a new movie that we're working right now. It's a thing called Americano, the movie. It's an animation film, the first one of its kind, really, in respects of that it's a co-production between the United States and Mexico. And it's a wonderful little story, and I hope that you appreciate it. Just know that my heart's there, and I'll be there next year. And for all of you that are here, don't forget, only you can prevent 4